Oh, that was awful. I have a doctor's appointment here in a few minutes that I need to get to, and then I don't know then what, but I'm gonna do it. Claire and I am about to hop in, will be currently, doesn't matter, putting away extra parts into back stock. It's our favorite time of the week when we don't do this weekly because we hate it and we put it off until there's too much stuff and we keep knocking it over and having to pick it up. Parts are almost all put away. Well, I mean, except this giant bag of Duplo, which we have no idea how to organize. Oh, great, now I have to blur my foot. But that's a classic problem for later us, and I hate later us because they're a bunch of jack. But I almost caught up. That's excluding this room here. We're just gonna ignore that one. Before I start another project to destroy this room, I need to kind of clean up from the last few projects that have destroyed this room to make it a little bit more functional, rather just get all the crap back into the closet, crammed away, out of sight, out of mind. But before that, as I was casually, quietly enjoying my lunch, I read 2 comments from yesterday, and I just gotta say, I can't really wait. One was clever. Holly, you know, that is pretty funny for you to say, except a little ironic seeing since you just moved to another country to avoid making videos. A little bit hypocritical, if you ask me. And Michael, my lord, king of not being able to remember exactly what I said. No, I didn't say starting a second channel was a waste of time. I said doing a second Lego channel is silly when you still have the first Lego channel. It is like all over the place. It needs to be picked up and hidden back in this closet where all good things come to die. I pulled out a bunch of my cards before going to the Lorcana tournament. Not that I have any Lorcana cards. They're all Claire's cards. However, I did have, or rather do have, other Disney cards that I took with me in hopes of trading and getting rid of since I have lots of extras, but that didn't end up happening. We didn't end up trading any cards at all, so I took them for nothing. Extra waste of space? Nah, it's about the experience, not the space you waste along the way. All of these cards here are ones that I have not opened up and gone through, but I usually try not to open anything up until I record it so I can put it on this channel. Now I'm not sure when to do that or if I just should add these into the vlogs and disperse them randomly or whatnot, but I've been putting them off because I usually record opening them, except I have videos of me opening up cards from well over a year ago, maybe even pushing 2 years now that I just have sitting around and haven't fully edited yet to put up here. Welcome to the new segment of me opening up a random card pack. I just decided right now we're doing this. It's happening. No, it's not. I actually have to work. I lied. Sorry for blue balling you there. I really need to stop procrastinating and put a second one of these shelves or maybe 2 or 3 more in here. They're downstairs. All I need is to get some of these little side things to clamp them in. Another time. I'm about to record a bit for Claire's video. Not entirely sure how it's gonna go, but we got these books in Japan a year ago now, and we haven't opened them up. We've been waiting to open them up for whenever we make a Japan-related video, and neither one of us has done that yet. But Claire's starting now, so we're gonna open them up and look at them. I'm quite excited. We won't be able to understand anything in it. Hopefully there's plenty of pictures. The books were actually pretty interesting. Mostly. They were neat. How do I say this? They're not real, at least I'm pretty positive. No, I'm certain they're not official Lego books. They were made by an AFOL over in Japan, took a bunch of pictures between the 2 books of different pieces and broke down the pretty base knowledge, and then in the second book, they went a lot harder, but they showed mocks from different people, even some convention mocks and a local lug there, and that was pretty neat to see some of that stuff. And some of the ideas were fun, but this is from the mid-2000s, so parts and parts usage almost looks, they're pretty rudimentary compared to some of the crazy things people are pulling off now. Would not recommend if you ever found it. Don't know how you'd find it? That would be a you problem going against my recommendations of telling you not to get one and then going and trying to find one. I mentioned yesterday that I was going to put my current video that I'm working on off to the side, shelve it for a little bit, just to get something else done before a convention, Brick World Chicago, that we're going to within 2 weeks. Doing a second video might still be a little bit challenging, seeing since I'm supposed to be talking positively about myself. I'm supposed to be positive. I'm supposed to be overwhelmingly loving of oneself. I guess I don't need to give myself more self-love. I do that. No, I'm not saying that. That's disgusting. There does seem like a few hiccups that'll be coming along the way. One particularly blonde, annoying one that's definitely going to be a nuisance tomorrow. You'll see. The idea for the next video is going to be something similar to one of my most popular, actually I think it's the second most non-short popular video that I've ever uploaded, where I just talk about a bunch of rare or weird or obscure or unique Lego stuff that I kind of just blasted through. That is not an overstatement. I shot through like 30 different things in no time at all, and a lot of it did not make a lot of sense. It could be said about a lot of my content though. all my content. That could be said about all my content. I said it before you, so don't comment. So instead of just spending, let's say, 6.5 seconds on something like a Japanese Lego book, I would spend a little bit more time breaking it down, or rather, I'm going to spend just a little bit more time breaking down the 10 or 20 whatever things that I'm talking about. And then I think doing a mock with it, because I've been making a lot of mocks recently, or mock related videos, and that's the only ideas I mock brain. And then following along with some premise of, is this part worthwhile? Should you try to use it? Is it worth trying to implement into a mock or a build, or should it belong in the garbage? The answer to most of those is probably gonna be belonging in the garbage. I'm gonna make a educated guess, my hypothesis. It should all be in the trash, and I am just a trash goblin that just pulls it out because I can't let it go to the landfill. No, but maybe someone might think that's neat. Just me, maybe 2 or 3 other people in the world.